We are live. Finally, the break is over. We're back. It's the empty slate. I'm Chris, joined here with Russ,
Hello.
stuffing his face full of pork and Brussels sprouts and a lot of goodness and
Pork and beans. No, I'm kidding.
low carb Russ over there. What's
I
what's new with you, man? It's been what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
okay. Well, let's be honest with each other. It's not been 3 weeks since we spoke because you and I have spoke multiple
Well,
times.
yeah, since we've done this. I mean,
It's
I got to play it up and act like, oh, we haven't seen each other. And
oh my god, I've missed you. I've missed you so. But no, I mean, we chat and we chat about. I mean, shit. We chat about NASCAR. We chat about sports in general. We chat about life in general. Um, So everything's going hunky dory, I guess you could say. I was about to say horky dory.
horky dory.
Horky dory.
That pork getting to you.
Um, but no, man, it has been a while since we've been live. You've got episode 41 question mark. I don't think it's 41, but shout out to Dirk.
Well, at first I actually had it on there as episode 40 question mark, and then the last episode we did was episode 40 question mark. So maybe we're on 41.
I be honest with you, I think we'd have to go back and look at YouTube just to see what
Yeah.
number we're on. I just got a March Madness channel. That is awesome.
That's something I can't get into.
I just got a mini boner right now.
Little
really
chub.
did. I just got the more I go through this Fire Stick and this app, the more I'm like,
I need to get me one.
hey, you let me know when, and I will set you up with my brother, and he will hook you to log in, and all you got to do is just say, I've got my 4K Fire Stick. What do you need me to do?
What's up, Brian?
He will get up.
He's already in the house. Heating up a raspberry Pop-Tart. I didn't know he had raspberry Pop-Tarts, Brian.
Bro, they have so many different flavored Pop-Tarts, it's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, my daughter likes the grossest one, cookies and cream. Yeah. I'm like, no.
I'm sorry. Strawberry. You can't go wrong with the two, to me, the two originals. Strawberry
and brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah. And if you want to go real tits up, you cook that brown sugar cinnamon one in the toaster, and then you put a little butter on the backside.
That's some fat boy shit.
Oh.
That's fat boy shit.
There's literally a Family Guy song about that.
That doesn't surprise me.
And have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. If you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart, then you have it. If you haven't, then I think you should. And then Quagmire does a verse, and then Peter does a verse. But that's the chorus. It's actually I'll put it in this. I'm going to share this to our Facebook. So stall and tell some people where we're at in life.
So, I've actually started taking some supplements.
What?
Yeah. Like, help bulk me up. And they're actually kind of working. Maybe we'll see. I started taking creatine.
That's good. That's a good start.
And, of course, protein powder. And I'm like searching for really good, high quality protein. That shit is expensive.
Protein is very expensive. Yes. How do you share this?
What's up, Ed? I'm so happy to see you finally in the chat, man.
Ed.
I can't wait for a new episode of Casually Kicking It. Those guys do such a great job, man. So yeah, protein powder has gotten expensive. I think I just spent don't tell my wife, but I think I spent $60 on some protein powder, and we'll see.
What the hell is that? Oh, is that Ed's YouTube name?
Yeah.
What the hell does that even mean? Go to JIT 407.
I think that's our area code.
Oh.
Down in the Orlando area.
All right, so I just shared this on our own Facebook page. Besides my Facebook, go Cat. Damn.
So we're trying to do better as promoting ourselves. We just normally, one day that I'm off, we just throw up an episode and here you go. But we're trying to get better at promoting ourselves. We really suck at it. We don't like to talk about ourselves. You know, like, look at me, look at what we're doing. But I guess we kind
I
of
love
need
talking
to.
about myself.
Well, yeah, you are very.
I'm the most conceited fat guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that's true.
And you used to be fat, bro. I have to send you this picture. Maybe I should drink before more episodes. I have to send you the picture, or you may have it. When you and Jackie went to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Bro, your head was like a watermelon.
No shit. Yeah, I know.
It was so big.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that your face was so fat.
I know.
Like, my cheeks are fat right now, but I was like, he was not lying. His head did shrink.
I told you my head got smaller.
I was like, I didn't think it was true.
I told you.
I didn't want to believe you. And now I feel like a dick.
You are.
I didn't believe you.
I love you. It's fine.
I didn't believe you that his head shrunk, but his head shrunk.
Dude, hopefully I had to go
his brain stayed the same size.
I got a work hat in the mail, and I had to go to, I had to tighten it up one more notch. You know how I have it at the end right here? I had to go past the end.
Oh, skinny head.
I know. I mean, too bad it's not growing any more hair.
That'd be nice. No, it was summertime, bro. It was time to cut that mess off.
Yeah, you kind of ought to rock that year round. Just gonna.
I know. My lovely wife, she loves that I can still grow hair. I'm not going to say that I'll admit this. I won't say that I don't like growing hair, because I like having hair. Like, you know, tried. Now that, and this is really stupid. Now that mullets are back, I was like, man, could I do that? But be honest, I don't have the patience to grow the hair on my head. Not even close. Like, it gets to a certain length and I'm like, no, I need a haircut. Like, I can't do this. Like, and you don't grow a full beard. Like, you don't grow a big thick beard. So you wouldn't know this, because you probably well, it's not that you can't, but you've probably never been asked this. Like, your beard has never been like mine, has been real long. You would not believe how many times that I have personally been asked.
Shack Attack is here.
Hey, you would not believe how many times I've personally been asked, all that hair on your face doesn't make you hot? And every time I give the same exact answer. I don't sweat out of my chin. I sweat out of the top of my head.
Your face doesn't sweat?
Down here, this doesn't bother me. If I'm sweating down here, it's not bothering me. It's sweating down here and it's going down. I sweat up here. And the more hair that I have on the top of my head, the more I sweat. And when I have hair on top of my head, I want to wear a hat, i.e., you're wearing a hat right now. That's that.
I'm wearing a hat right now because I'm covering up my freaking hairline.
Oh, you need to get a fresh shave up there. I think I nicked myself earlier. Right?
Dude, I can't. Do you have a hard time finding razors? Like, I want that Freebird thing or that Pitbull shaver thingy.
No, I like the ones that I have. I have some Bic.
I used a twin blade Bic, and it sliced my head like a freaking ham slicer.
As somebody who, you will know this and you can agree, as somebody who used to religiously shave his head from probably the 2008 to before I got with Jess, the key to shaving your head is slow. You can't go fast. And also the key is something that I've learned is you can't put too much shaving cream on top of your head. If you're going to use shaving cream, you have to have a thin layer and you have to go really slow. If you're going to use shave gel, you just have to go real slow. Just use a little, spread it out and just make a nice thin layer. Not even half an inch.
I guess that's what my problem is, because I shaving cream just.
But I am a fan of seeing those like head shaver things that you just kind of, and I do want
Yeah.
one.
I definitely need one.
But
I mean, my head the other day, my head just it was gouged. I'm surprised I don't have scars.
I have scars, but my scars are just from doing dumb shit.
I have scars on my heart. Element 80.
Tear my heart open. Oh, sorry.
Wrong band.
Wrong band. What scars on my heart?
It's Element 80.
Element 80?
Yeah. From back in the day, 2003. They made
I
one
remember that.
studio album and it rocked, and then they broke up.
Sorry,
So-
this stuff's good.
You're eating that. I threw on some leg quarters again on the woodless smoker. Dude, I'm dialing that thing in. That shit was so good. Like, I'm not even kidding.
So, you
Uh-huh.
don't hear me chewing?
Yeah,
Damn,
I can hear you masticating. Yeah.
I didn't turn my gain down. So, are you using flavored pellets
As far as
like oak or whatever?
I got Bear Mountain at Academy on sale, and it's the gourmet blend. Can you not hear me? I can't hear you.
No, I can hear you. I'm going to mute myself while I'm chewing because now
Oh.
you can hear me.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm using the gourmet blend, Bear Mountain, and just using that. Yeah.
Brian, we do need to talk Chris into coming with us because I will say this. That place is really fun. Shout out to the game room over in Ennis, Texas.
I suck at pool, but I'll go. I would love to go.
It's
It's
fun.
just-
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh wow, you're frozen. You're like I would love to go. That would be fun.
So you're using what flavor again? I'm sorry.
It's just gourmet blend. It's a blend of I think oak, cherry, and pecan. I think I don't know. It was cheap. I was like, screwed everybody on that barbecue deal. What is it? North Texas Barbecue Addicts.
Mm-hmm.
They all say Bear Mountain's a good blend or pellet, so I use that.
Man, B&B has been my savior for charcoal.
Yeah, the orange one, the big ass
Green?
briquettes. Oh, you're using lump, hickory lump. Yeah,
I like it
just-
a lot.
get the post oak briquettes in the orange bag. That's
Yeah.
those are the best for a Weber kettle, and hell, even for your smoker.
Just for your like startup, like if you're when you're starting your smoker.
Yeah, yeah. Though, well, even the lump will do good too, you know, in that. But yeah, B&B is awesome charcoal.
What'd you put on your leg quarters?
So I did 3 of them. Well, hell, actually, I ended up doing all of them this way. I went, I had 5 of them, and I did a layer of Holy Cow, and then I hit them back with Chud's Barbecue Snake Bite, and it's like a spicy rub.
Nice.
Yeah, they were good, really good. In fact, like I meal prepped the other 3, or how many did I have left? I had 3 left, and I meal prepped the other 3 for this week.
For
So,
lunches later this week.
yeah, I just took them all off the bone and chopped them all up and mixed it with some rice and some broccoli.
Nice.
I made some mushrooms and onions to go with it. Good.
Mushrooms and onions. Okay.
Give it a little umami kind of a vibe, flavor.
You should make that at the L&O Mansion for the WrestleMania week. Yeah, WrestleMania weekend's coming up. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I took a
I
vacation day for the 6th.
am 6th and 7th, yeah.
Yeah.
6th and 7th, but you should. Oh, you're off the 7th? Oh. Well. You don't know.
I cannot say.
I'm trying to log back into my personal Facebook. The Facebook app has been very
I appreciate it, Brian.
angry with me.
Well, you gotta quit, midget porn on Facebook.
Bitch. Okay, dude. Look, all you gotta do is push. You're not a girl. You got, or you used to.
So, Ed.
Cut 'em off.
Ed.
Edward, what? Ed, get the. All right, hang
Yeah.
on. How long? 15 minutes? Yeah, Ed, get the fuck out.
Yeah, we're good. We're safe. We can start swearing now.
You. I gotta mute.
He's got to finish the story, Ed. Don't you know this by now? He's got to finish it. He will win. It's just, he will. Unmute yourself there, homie. Yeah, you're still muted. Still muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
One side of my headphones aren't working. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there that is. Never mind.
I only got one side working anyway.
Oh, no, I could hear you before on both sides.
That's weird. That always throws me off.
I kind of like it, but I don't care. Ed, what the? I mean, come on, man. Like, he'll get over it when Connor finally fights Chandler.
So I think they totally freaked out and shit the bed when CM Punk got hurt. And didn't know
for sure.
They didn't know what direction to go, and The Rock kind of inserted himself. Maybe The Rock was going to all along. I don't know.
I won't disagree with you on that.
I do not like this tag match.
I won't disagree.
Before night 2. I think it's a huge draw, but I honestly feel like Becky and Rhea, they can main event night 1. I don't understand why they had to do this.
All right, so I'm going to lay it all out for you. All right, you ready?
I got my pen out, Apple Pencil.
I'm trying to get my new password. So I'm gonna lay this out for you, and I want you to be open.
Okay.
So we have the tag match on night 1, right?
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
hang on. Sorry, Mike. No. I clicked the wrong thing.
We'll get into racing, but Ed started it. So here we go.
So this is how I see night 1. I feel like I can hear the dishes. The tag match is a good match. It is a very entertaining match. It's one of those matches that makes you go, man, Rock could still do it. But something happens in the match. I don't know what. I don't know how. Some way, somehow, Cody is not necessarily incapacitated, but he's beat up. He's set somewhere in the arena. Seth is by himself. Seth takes a pin. 1, 2, 3. Seth takes a pin. Boom. Judgment Day music hits. Damian Priest comes out. Damian Priest cashes in. He pins Seth. 1, 2, 3. That sets up Sunday for Damian and Drew. Now, if you followed anything in the last 2 or 3 months, you've seen the fact that Drew has interfered in multiple occasions to stop Damian from cashing in. So there is a foundation for a feud. That's all you need to build a house is a foundation.
Right.
This match on Sunday can have heat going into it without even having a buildup, because now whether there is smack talk on Twitter, whether there's smack talk all during because it's already been announced that Seth and Drew are basically co-main to Drew, or to Cody and Roman.
Right.
So this sets up the Drew and Damian Priest. It also gives, and this is the only thing for me as a wrestling fan that kind of pays attention and is kind of got like, I don't know, I have an itch on top of my head. I think so. I think a mosquito got in. Sometimes may have a soft spot for some of these people because they put their lives on the line. They put their bodies on the line. Sorry, not Drew. Seth has been dealing with a knee injury. He's got a back injury. No telling what else. The knee is supposedly healed, which that's what they were waiting on for him to be cleared on. That's what the storyline was. Is that true? I don't know. But if you do that, let's say Cody gets beat up. He's off on the side. The loss is not really on Cody. Seth gives it his all, but boom, he gets beat, and then Damian cashes in 1, 2, 3. That sets up a small for a little month of Damian and Drew, because there is history. Or if they don't want to do anything with that, I do think that there is a small possibility, small chance that they incorporate a Gunther feud into something, because and I said this with somebody at work. Damian, to me, is a temporary champion. Yeah. He's not a long-term champion.
He's like Raven.
No, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that mean. He's like a Miz.
Okay, I can see
that. He's like a Miz.
Yeah.
And he's not a long-term champion. He's not somebody that you can see as being a very dominant champion. He can talk, but not very good. But he can work really well. So he's a 2 to 3 month person that you can stick in there. He's somebody that Damian Priest right now is somebody that you could see as the TNA champion for a long time.
Okay.
Because TNA is a secondary market. I mean, so anyway, night 1, that's how it concludes. Wait, Ed, isn't the Miz the goat? Oh yeah. Ed swears that the Miz is the GOAT, which,
yeah,
I mean, have another one, buddy.
So I know that Damian's got to use the briefcase before the end of Sunday.
Yes.
So why not? I agree with you with the tag match. I think they lose. But I think that he'll cash in during or after Drew beats Seth. Because like you said, they've had beef and heat, whatever you want to call it. And I think Damian cashes in, doesn't beat him because like you said, he's not championship, world heavyweight championship kind of caliber. And I think Drew is.
because truth be told, I don't, and this is why this is also my reasoning behind that. Truth be told, I don't think Seth can go 2 nights.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think
That's true.
I think that the WWE is leading on to the fact that he's going to get one night in, and the next night is going to be something that is not with Seth. You know what I mean? And no, and this is where, okay, so, oh man, Ed, we may need to do a WrestleMania show just before this, because we could talk wrestling for the next 30 minutes, especially going into WrestleMania. But Toma, I don't think goes to the bloodline. And the only reason that I say that is because Vince McMahon doesn't run the WWE anymore. And if this was Vince, it would be oh, he's a Samoan. Let's put all the Samoans together. They're all the same, right? Come on, pal. No. I say this with the tiniest bit of salt sprinkled into the air. And I know if our buddy Andrew was watching, he would want to disagree with me. But I personally think that the WWE is starting to realize that they have to start to acknowledge that they have talent that was successful outside of the WWE. Because during the Vince era, that was something that, that was something that kept people like Toma and like any of the people that came from New Japan. That was things that kept them away. And you didn't start to see people like AJ Styles, Finn Balor. You didn't start to see that at all until you got Triple H involved.
Right.
And that gave people some kind of a mindset to say, okay, they are going to, and I'm not going to say that it's believe me, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be something that on Monday Night Raw 2 weeks from now, you have Michael Cole acknowledging that Cody was in the Bullet Club in New Japan. No, you're not. You're not going to have Cody, or you're not going to have Michael Cole say something about, Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes in New Japan. But I do think, and this is just me, giving a Hail Mary and, praying to TV Jesus that it could happen. Because I think it would be fun. I think involving something like that in the WWE and giving that opportunity to some of these people that have really just been shit on. I'm not going to say that. Not necessarily been shit on. But to some of these main event talents that have been, they've been there, but under the Vince umbrella, they were there temporary, and then they got smacked back down. And that's not like a smackdown.
It's not a pun.
That's me saying, they got pushed back down. And whether that be something like injury, or what did he say? There's a reality TV. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is TV Jesus. And whether that
he does bless a lot of sports, Brian. You're right.
He does. He does.
He blessed the Packers over there.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Loud and Opinionated. Dick. I even said Loud and Opinionated.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's a lot right now, as we are 15 days, maybe. Shut up, Brian. He did not bless Sean O'Malley. No soup for you.
So, okay. The Roman and Cody, there's no way that Cody doesn't finish it and get the belt.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any way that Cody does not win.
No. and I think Cody wants it. I like the idea of losing night one and having bloodline rules, whatever that means. It makes him, when he does pin Roman 1, 2, 3, it makes him even bigger and badder.
Okay, so let me get to my point on that one. Because Ed brought up another thing. Sorry, I was trying to chew my last couple bites. Toma Tonga. That's his name. Now, there has been no confirmation that the gentleman has signed with the WWE. There's a lot of speculation. He is no longer signed with New Japan. The AEW crowd does not seem to think that he is going to be signed with AEW. What does that mean for WWE? Well, there are two options. Toma Tonga was in New Japan. He was in the Bullet Club. He was also in a tag team that had another name with
I'll put it up there. Yeah, there's a lot pointing to that.
I think, and I really do. I think just for shits and grins, I think we need to get you on and maybe see if any of my buddies over at the your what do they call their other show? Your Parents Lied. Anthony and Frank. Sorry, I remembered his name. I just couldn't spit it out. I hope they aren't watching. If they are, love you. But so honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think this is my assumption. And you know what happens when you make an assumption? No, I'm kidding. I don't think Toma gets involved in what is going on with the bloodline or Cody. And if he does, I do think he's with Cody because, and I'll say this, I did a little researching. When they had a Bullet Club bicker. I don't know. I didn't follow New Japan, so I didn't watch it. I didn't know what the hell was going on. But they did have a bickering between those two, and Toma Tonga sided with Cody, and he was on Team Cody against Team Kenny Omega. So there's history. But I'm going to be honest with you, and this is genuinely how I feel right now about WWE and the spotlight or not the spotlight, but the main event spotlight, because there's not like a oh my god, dude, but the main event spotlight that we see right now as fans. This, for me personally, may be the most excited I've been for WrestleMania in probably 5 to 6 years. Because as of right now, on March 19th, I don't have a clue what's going to happen. And that's what I missed about wrestling in general.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, right now, the fact that we can look at the product as fans and go, we know this match is happening, and this match is happening, but we don't have a clue what's going to happen. It's exciting. Because before, and I'm not going to, and look, this is no insult to what Vince did before. I'm going to say what Vince did before 2005. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't watching then, because I'm not going to say I was watching it because I wasn't. Because there was a period of time that I didn't watch. But the fact that we as fans our age watched the Attitude Era and we didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And
we didn't have any of the dirt sheets and the blogs and all that kind of stuff. We watched Nitro and Raw and Thunder and SmackDown and try to catch the pay-per-view on the scrambles,
Yeah.
and hope that the lights go out and that we can watch it, or we can just listen to the audio.
Or
That's what I do.
when everybody was like, "Oh, I want to buy this pay-per-view." All right, well, I got enough money from, mowing yards and doing this that I can do it. Or you sweet talked your mom into buying it or whatever. Like, I mean, that was how we watched it then.
Yeah.
But the fact of now that in 2024, going into WrestleMania, what is
40.
this, 40?
40.
Going into WrestleMania 40, we don't know what's going to happen. It's exciting.
It is.
And I think that that's what wrestling has been missing is and I hate using this word because it's still wrestling, but the mystique of wrestling, the fact that I can look at the product and maybe be able to predict what's going to happen on a Raw or a SmackDown, and you can kind of get into that kind of pattern. But probably 5-6 years ago, when I started watching again, you could figure out what was going to happen at WrestleMania. This person was going to win the championship. The scrambles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the scrambles.
The fact that you don't know is like one of the best feelings that I've had for wrestling in so long. That's how I saw WrestleMania 19. I was sick, and my dad bought it for me to watch in bed. HBK and Jericho. I do remember that. Brock and Kurt was a really good match. That was a really good match. And that's what's fun.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, like, and I'm not gonna look. Come tomorrow at 7, I'm going to put on WWE or AEW. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm going to put it on. I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to see what it is. Am I going to enjoy it? I don't know. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Is it going to be good wrestling? I don't know. Is it going to be something that I want to keep going to watch?
Y'all.
But I
would want to watch this for Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet.
And this is where I feel like the thing for AEW is unless you are, and this is a true statement because I've seen it firsthand, unless you are just 110% against WWE and your brain has been so, not necessarily your brain, but your mindset and your thoughts about WWE have been so put off that you hate it and you dislike everything, you've turned to AEW. But if you are,
she was going to die yesterday.
The
stupid dog. I thought we were taking her to put her down yesterday, but she's still alive.
And now she won't shut up.
Yeah.
Good job.
I know. Need some stronger medicine, I guess.
But I will say this. I do think personally that right now wrestling is in a good spot. I think it's in an entertaining spot. I do think there are a lot of things that can be fixed. I think in both companies, AEW, WWE, I think there are talents that are rushed.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that that's the talent's fault, but I can say that, look, you have to, in wrestling, you have to take it with a grain of salt, and you have to realize, and this is one thing that I've always realized, in wrestling right now, why did Why did you say that?
Because Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get on NASCAR. Oh my god, I've been talking about wrestling for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wrestling fun. Tune into our WrestleMania preview podcast in a week.
Maybe. So, all right. To sum it all up,
You start
WrestleMania is going to be awesome.
You start with NASCAR because I want to finish this last bite.
Okay. We're 5 weeks into the NASCAR season now. Daytona was Daytona. Atlanta was bonkers. Where did we go after Atlanta? Vegas, that was great. Phoenix was a great race. Bristol, dude, Bristol was lights out. The best race I've ever seen in a very long time, I should say, especially at Bristol. I know everybody's been preaching about we need tires to fall off. We need tires to fall off. Goodyear said, hold my beer, watch this. And damn, did they put on a show.
We text multiple times during the Bristol race. And you were a little high on methamphetamines because you had just cooked you a fresh batch of meth, and you were gonna go and film your OnlyFans, and you had to do other things. You had to film your cooking channel where it's Chris Cooks in a Speedo on meth.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of your OnlyFans channel too?
Yes, Chris Cooks in a Speedo on meth. Yeah.
Yeah. So tune into www.onlyfans.com/Chris Cooks in a Speedo on meth.com.
Yeah.
Or /. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But no, Chris hurt his back. Fired. Chris hurt his back. He hurt his nuts.
There you go. Nuts are hard. I mean, wait. I still might be a little intoxicated. I don't know. Anyway.
All right. So yes, we text multiple times during this race because we both thoroughly enjoyed this race. And I will say this. The small fact that you got to feel like it was racing again.
Yes.
You got
we didn't hear the arrow push and all this kind of stuff it
wasn't packs. It wasn't 2x2s and these guys running with this. It was I'm gonna bump you, I'm gonna get your ass out of my way, and I don't care if I'm going for 12th place. I'm gonna move your ass, and
I'm gonna conserve my shit. And then you saw Josh Berry, I don't know how many times, fly up to the field, and he should have been one of the best at conserving and saving his stuff, and he didn't. And he paid the price for it. And then you had to conserve and hold back until the very end. I thought it was kind of fitting that the three of the four oldest guys finished 1, 2, 3. I thought that
was funny that they hinted at that. They hinted at that at the finish of Denny, Martin, and Kev. Brad are finishing 1, 2, and 4.
3.
I thought Brad finished 4th.
3rd.
Oh, was it 4? Who's 4th?
I don't know, but Brad finished 3rd.
I thought Brad was 4th. That's on me. But yeah, it was, man, that was a really fun race. And
Ty Gibbs had it until he didn't. That's for sure. That was my pick, was Ty.
And my pick was Josh. And I think Josh could have had it. I really think Josh could have.
He had the car.
He had the car. And he knows how to drive a short track, but I don't know. I'm not gonna shit on the tires like a lot of other people will.
Actually, no. I follow NASCAR Twitter, And
I'm
there's
okay.
still some. There's some.
I'm not a big NASCAR Twitter person. The first person that I started to follow was Bob Pottass. Shout out to Poor Osos. Two Bears, One Cave. Just a shout out to Two Bears, One Cave. Poor Osos. It's their new vodka that they just came out with. We will kindly change our name to Two Cubs, One Den. If you want to sponsor our podcast, and we will kindly be your what's sort of your Padawans if y'all are Star Wars people.
Okay. You feel better?
Shh, hang on.
Oh, some ASMR shit.
Do you hear the pop?
No, I ruined it.
Oh, you bitch. I'm going to put back in the cork back in.
There. Okay.
Oh, hang on. I hit the table.
There you go. That was a good one. That was pretty. So we go to Coda. Nobody really cares. And then Martinsville.
I think Coda's going to be fun,
Easter.
though.
Yeah.
What was that? You don't think Coda's going to be fun?
I don't like it.
I don't mind Coda.
Better than going to Texas twice.
Huh?
Better than going to Texas Motor Speedway twice, I guess.
I would rather go to Texas Motor Speedway twice, but that's just me. But you don't like Texas Motor Speedway.
No, the racing sucks. Ever since they reconfigured Turn 2, no, it sucks.
I don't know.
I did hear they are, after this race, and one of the reasons why they only have one race and it's so early this year is they are going to demolish it and repave it and reconfigure the entire track. And they are going to turn it into a Dover-esque style, 1 mile oval, high banked, tri-oval Dover type deal. It's like a hybrid between what they have now and Dover. They're going to increase the banking, shorten the radiuses, and make it a mile.
Dad, hear the pop. No, I ruined it. Bitch. I like that Brian censors his text.
Yeah. I wonder if his phone does that automatically.
I don't think he. No, I think he. I think he censors himself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he sits there and censors like everything. My phone is telling me that I tried to log in. Yeah, no, dumb shit. No, I'll be honest. I think Coda's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun race. And the only reason I say that is, and I don't remember if we talked about this. I didn't bring a paper towel because I have water on the table. I don't remember if we talked about this before, but the young guys are really growing on me.
Yeah.
And I know Barry is, he's not a young guy, but he's he's
older.
But he's also been, in the babies for a while. But one young guy that is growing on me, and I know he's not necessarily a young guy. God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Jesus.
Ty Gibbs?
I'm starting to like Ross Chastain.
Oh, boy. I don't give a fuck tour rolled right through Bristol.
Oh, my God, did it ever. He didn't give a damn who he was in front. Who was in front of him? It was like, move.
Yeah.
Move.
He was playing Ludacris on repeat the entire race.
If he had a car that if you had a car that was slower than his, he was like, "No, bro, no, get out of the way. I'm gonna rub you. No, get out. No." I mean, it was just Ross is like, "Hey, bro, you see me? You see me in your mirror? You see me in the mirror? Good. Okay, I'm gonna bump you. You're moving."
I like Ross. I don't have
like
anything
that.
against Ross.
I know you don't, but like for me, it was one of those like
Jeremy agrees. He says he's a badass.
guy's badass, yeah.
He is, and he does not care. He wrecked Suarez.
He does not give a damn, man. And that was one thing to me that was just like, it was so apparent that he just did not give one teetotal shit that entire race that it made me like him, like that entire race. Every time they kind of popped over and they were like, and Ross Chastain is moving up again. And they moved him, and he was, and you could just see him, and they showed the bumper, and he was just boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm gonna get out of your way. You know, it's like I like it. I mean, it's rubbing, it's racing. Like, get out of the way, baby. Like,
So-
I got shit to do.
Are you having a hard time finding since your driver's gone, and you said you're going to roll with Barry?
I'm going to
But-
cheer for Barry. I'm going to cheer for Barry, and because I am a 4 guy. I love Kevin Harvick.
Well,
But-
before that was Sterling Marlin in the Kodak car. So
Well, I
I mean,
understand that. But what I'm saying is like, I mean, I'm not bound to Josh Berry. I'm kind of, I'll say this. I'm kind of like you were last year. You
I
didn't have
still
a
am.
driver.
I still am this year.
Well, your Facebook's picture was
Oh
Corey
yeah, I
LaJoie,
love Corey. I
and-
love Corey LaJoie.
and you got a Corey LaJoie. Was I supposed to say that about your 7 on your butt cheek?
No, but I'll show you if you want to see it.
Show it live on Facebook.
I'll do it.
Make it kicked off. No, and he didn't. Obviously, he didn't get a 7 tattooed on his butt cheek. But I'm kind of like you were last year because you said that you like Corey LaJoie and you're kind of cheering for Corey. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm not going to say that I necessarily like Josh Berry, but he's taken over the 4 car. I want to see what he can do this year. Am I going to cheer for him if he's going to get up top? Yes. Am I going to make sure that, am I going to keep up and see where he's at? Yes. But are there other drivers in NASCAR right now that I would be like, I want to see you win. I want to see you win. Like, yeah, obviously. And, I mean, is that number small? Hell yeah, it's really small. There's not a lot of drivers that I can openly say, I want to see you win, and I want to see you win, and I want to see you win. Maybe what do you how many right now going into COTA, how many do you think in your mind that you would say, I'm happy they won? Just a number.
I gotta name them because otherwise, so
Oh, yeah, go
Chastain. I'd be happy if Chastain won, Suarez, AJ Allmendinger if he won, Shane Van Gisbergen if he won again, that'd be cool. Martin, I'd be happy if Martin won. Kez needs to win bad. Busher, like all those guys, maybe 15 of the 36 regulars, I'd be okay with.
So for me right now, if I'm looking at COTA just as a fan of drivers, not the track, just of drivers, I'm going to say them in my head and I'm going to count them on my hand, but I'm going to try to kill
I
that
had to
time
verbalize it.
talking. But I guess I can't do that.
That's kind of hard.
Busher, Kez, Chastain, Josh Berry, Larson.
Really? I mean,
But
not that.
But Larson is the 5th on my list.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if you won. It'd be like, again.
Well, but there's a lot that I wouldn't be mad if they won, but those 5, I'd be happy. I'd be okay if they won. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't and I'll be honest with you. There's only 4 on that list that genuinely for me I would be happy if they won. Kez, Busher, Barry, and who was the other one I
Chastain.
said? Chastain.
Yeah.
I'd be happy if those were successful. Because when's the last time you saw any? Actually, for Kez, when's the last? What is it? Almost 100 races.
122 races, I think.
Yeah,
is what we're
122 races since he's won a race. Buescher is from the state of Texas. He's from Prosper. He's right around the corner. Josh Berry is taking over the 4.
Went to high school with Taylor Swift.
Hey, you know more of his backstory than I do.
Only because Harvick and Boyer, like, that was all they could talk about.
But he went to school with Taylor Swift.
Oh my God.
And
graduated with her.
for Chastain took over the Busch car. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the way he drives, but there's also a small part of me that hopes.
We get a watermelon bush.
We get a watermelon bush. Just a little bit. I hope so. We get a watermelon bush.
That would be good. That peach was freaking ball. Oh, that was so good.
And I think that if we got a win from Chastain, it would push the watermelon bush, especially if he's driving that car that he was driving this past weekend. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, and I've been seeing those TikToks of that guy who rates like the wraps on the cars. He's not lying. I mean, there's pretty much everyone that he's gone through. I mean, like, I agree with that. I agree with that. I disagree with that one, but I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. That Busch car looked just as good as every one of Kevin's cars.
Yeah.
And I like, and I love you, Kevin. As I'm waving to my signed picture of Kevin on my wall over there. The thing about it though is there's more like a white brightness to Ross's car than there was with when Kevin had it. And man, that looks sharp as hell. I almost wish, and this is just part of me, I wish that they would let these teams paint the wheels.
They do. Some of them. Some of them have different color wheels. Yeah.
I haven't seen a different color wheel all season. They've all been the same crisp color. That like black.
I think Logano had yellow for one of his shell cars, either this season or last.
Did you freeze? Oh yeah, you froze.
You
froze because you're like this.
So Logano had yellow. Rick Ware Racing. Yeah, the 51, Justin Haley. He was fast Sunday. They should totally do a Cruz Sanchez or whatever her name is in Cars 3 on the 51.
I think
Cruz Ramirez, I think that's what her name is.
I'm going to ask you this. Are we going to get cut off because you don't pay for StreamYard anymore?
I don't think so. We'll find out.
Do you think in your heart of hearts that Hailie Deegan wins the race this year?
Yes.
Have we talked about this?
No, but yes, I do. I think she wins the race this year.
Okay, so we're both in agreement then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put money on that.
I thought the Truck Series was not right for her. I knew it. I told you that 2 seasons ago.
You did.
That she needed to go ahead and move up. She ran great in Vegas year before last or last year, and then she ran great again. She didn't get a top 15, but she should have. But yeah, I think she wins, and I think she'll get a win pretty quickly. I don't know if they go to Iowa. Jeremy, does the Xfinity Series go to Iowa? Because I don't want to look it up right now. Think they do. I'm sure.
Okay.
I think Iowa would be a track that she could get it, or Gateway.
Let's put this hypothesis out there. Is Hailie Deegan the first female to get a NASCAR Cup Series win?
Didn't Janet Guthrie get one?
Oh, shit. Did she?
I thought Janet Guthrie won a race.
You may be right.
You going to Google it?
I'm going to try to Google it really quick. You may be right, though. I may be way off.
But if Okay, so if Janet Guthrie didn't win a race, then yeah, she does. And I think she's way better of a talent than Danica Patrick ever thought about being. There's some other women coming up that are great. But yeah, I could have
She had
swore Janet
2
Guthrie.
wins in the famed 12 hours of no. So she in. So she never She never
No?
won a no.
Okay.
This says her sports car racing career included 2 wins in the famed 12 hours of Sebring endurance
Sebring.
race. Huh?
Sebring.
Sebring endurance race. In 1976 World 600, Guthrie finished 15th, becoming the first woman to compete in a NASCAR Winston Cup Super Speedway race. Guthrie would go on to compete in 4 more races that season.
Okay.
So, no. But
She could win an Xfinity race. Everybody thought she would win the Truck Series.
race?
If she goes up to Cup, I don't know. I think that Tony God damn, what was her name? Tony Ballinger, I think. Jeremy knows who I'm talking about. But she's running ARCA. I think she's going to skip truck and go straight to Xfinity because I think that's the better route. Skipping trucks and going straight to Xfinity. She is lights out. Awesome. I think she's racing for Venturini Motorsports in the ARCA.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good, and she'll win. Yeah, her. I can't pronounce that, but yeah, her. I'll put it up on the screen. Bredinger, whatever. Her. She is awesome. I think she's like Palestinian or something.
Bree Dinger.
Yeah. She's Middle Eastern, I think. She might not be, but she looks it. She looks a little Mia Khalifa-ish. Damn dog is tearing up my house. Pull her up.
So,
you can Google her.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, while we're on this topic.
Yes, Ed. But she's also like 18, so I can't really.
Ed, I'm not really for sure who he's talking about. If he's talking about Mia Khalifa or the Bree Dinger.
Oh, yeah. Either way.
Jeez. So
there's no really ugly female race car drivers. Have you noticed that? Like none of them. Leah Pruitt is freaking gorgeous.
Is that not the weirdest thing? Like, there's not like. I mean, look.
Even Shirley Muldowney was attractive.
Dudes.
Yeah, but Shirley Muldowney, even back in the day, was a decent looking woman.
Are you saying that? What was her? What was the name that I just Googled?
Janet Guthrie.
Was she attractive?
I don't know. I don't remember what she looks like.
Sorry, I'm squeezing lime into my vodka.
Oh, that's you were Googling it.
No, I was squeezing lime into my vodka.
But yeah, there's no like Erica Enders in the Pro Stock Series in NHRA. She's pretty. Leah Pruitt, gorgeous. There you go. So right, you kind of would. I mean, of course, it's all about sponsorship and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, you gotta have some kind of good looks to you.
I want to be sponsored by Port Osos.
Yeah.
Going up on a Tuesday. Hey, if you're not doing anything in the next 11 minutes after we get finished here, this is just a shout out to Dark Side of the Ring because that is about to come on and it's going to be about Terry Gordy. And I don't know if anybody knows anything about classic wrestling, but Terry Gordy was a staple in classic tag team wrestling. Maybe this is why we are
You know, maybe.
Possible.
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining in the chat. We're running over a little bit. We normally like to keep these things at an hour because we got shit to do. But
Coming up on the
somebody
Tuesday.
is freaking lit. So, and I'm not. I'm no longer high. So, until next time, Russ, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really want to thank you all for being here on this lovely Tuesday evening. We had 3 fine commentators in our chat today, and we will always appreciate those people that chime in. We've had one on. I think it's time to have the other 2 on. And I think Ed has already weaseled his way into a WrestleMania talk coming up. So we may need to reach out to Ed and get him on soon to talk a little wrestling. Because we know Brian's wrestling opinions, they're just shit. See, I could have pulled that off and not laughed if you would have started laughing.
Well, you got me, dude.
Anyway,
I thought you were going to say of his own, but no. Okay, we're going to go there.
Hey, I wasn't loud and opinionated for any reason, right? But we are the Empty Slate. He is Chris. I am Russ, and we greatly appreciate every one of y'all being here. Don't hate on the YFP Pythons.
Until we see you again, we'll see you down the road.